Hi, this is Charlie Turnbull. We are talking the submakes of Crumbly in this section, the submakes of Crumbly. Now, let's quickly look at what they are. Here we go. We have curd from a single day and curd from more than one day. Okay, so curd from a single day, curd from more than one day. Now, what we need to think about in Crumbly is that all Crumbly cheeses are made using a acidify in vat technique, which is a British style technique and compares with the European style of acidify in mold. Acidify in vat is where we go for quite a lot of starter, get a very strong acidic action, and then we drain the curd onto a table so that it's kind of spread out, like ready for cheddaring or something like that. And the acidity of the curd and the moisture means that we're knocking out some of the calcium bonds that form the casein structures. The micelles are only loosely connected. And so with the crumbly ones, we've knocked out quite a few, which is why the curd falls apart. That acidity knocks out the calcium bonds and the curd falls apart a bit, just a bit. We press it together to keep it there. Now, so all crumblies have that technique, all acidified in vat, all with that lower calcium bond structure. But there are two variations, and these form the two submakes. Now we have them here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this guy is Graham Kirkham's Lancashire. Okay, it is about a 7 kilo cheese, wrapped in cloth, but he cleans it up afterwards, so you can see it's got a kind of a nice look to it. And it is a little yellow towards the edge, white towards the center. Now you can see there, can you see there, that there are patches of whiter and patches of yellower, right? Now what he's doing here is he's making curd on consecutive days, and then he's putting it into a mold. But the fact that the curd has had different journeys, the Monday, say the Monday, say the Tuesday, different journeys, different textures and different acidities. And that gives you in the mouth. Now, I really suggest you try it. That you can feel by rubbing the cheese against the top of the palate that there are firmer bits and softer bits. There's bits that go straight away into a sort of paste and bits that hold out. This is delicious, this one. Got a really lovely sweet milk finish. Almost like a tart sweet milk, like an acidy sweetness. Now this technique came about because they were small farms. You know, to make a 7 kilo cheese, you need 70 liters of milk. 3 cows, never going to happen. You know, in the old days, they were using shorthorns. Shorthorns would have been sort of 10 liters a day kind of area. So they need a way of making and building up enough resource to make the cheese. But the other techniques that other people have used to hold the milk over or get milk from 2 or 3 farms or something like that, they didn't apply. What they did is kept the curd over, which is much safer because you've got the lower acidity, sorry, the lower pH, the higher acidity, which is restraining the bacteria from flourishing. So very good. So that's curd from one day. Now the one I've got now, the vast majority of crumbly cheeses, and almost the point of all of them, are this kind, which is curd from a single day, which is now so much easier. You can get milk from anywhere. It's got no shortage of milk. This is a Gorwith Caerphilly, and we'll be using this as an example in others. But here we've got a much more homogeneous curd, not the same. Let's just bring that up. You see, it doesn't have that slight patchwork effect. There we go. It's a straight up sort of white crumbly curd with some gaps between the cheese and the holes. And then we won't see this. I'll talk about this later, but that darker yellow area towards the edge, which is where the external molds or the molds and yeast combination are breaking down the curd. No, that's nothing to do with the cheese make. Okay, so those are 2 cheese make. Come back into focus now. Awesome. And let's quickly get that back on screen to remind ourselves. Curd from a single day, curd from more than one day. All typically cheeses which acidify in the vat in the British style. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's the submakes, the crumbly cheeses. I will see you in a minute for the submakes of hard cheeses.